This will be my third reaction to Chappell Roan. I'm super excited to be back into Chappell Roan's world. I think she's a mega talent. I think she's a brilliant artist on so many levels, from the way that she dresses, her costuming, on that respect, from the lyrics and the clever ways that she writes these witty, sort of sometimes raunchy lyrics, but with true emotional connection to them. I love the melodies and the sticky hooks she writes. Her vocal technique is super impressive. That's really where I focus mostly as a vocal instructor of now 24 years. And I'm just so excited to be back here. So I want to jump right in. My name's Tim. This is my website. I teach around the Manhattan tri-state area. I have a team of amazing teachers. We do a lot of lessons online too, which actually works pretty well if you're not around and you want lessons. So don't be afraid to hit us up. Without further ado, let's jump right in.
Yeah, not to brag, but like, yeah, like I'm really giving, so.
She's so funny.
This is Red Wine Supernova. Be bimbos, ladies, be bimbos.
Be bimbos?
She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot. She showed me things I didn't know. She did it right there, out on the deck. Put her canine teeth in the side of my neck. I'm in the hallway, waiting for ya. Mini skirt and my go-go boots. I just want you to make a move. So slow down, sit down, it's new. Just wanna get to know ya. Guess I didn't quite think it through. Girl, fell in love with the thought of you. Choked up, face down, burns out. Baby, why don't you come over? Red wine supernova, falling into me. Let's pick it up now. Hey there, can't you're a stoner. Red wine supernova, falling into me. I like, you like, long hair, no problem. My type, that's right. You just told me, want me to fuck you? Maybe I will, 'cause I really want to. I just wanna get to know ya. Guess I didn't quite think it through. Girl, fell in love with the thought of you. Choked up, face down, burnt out. Baby, why don't you come over? Red wine supernova, falling into me. Okay, y'all, let's pick it up now. Hey there, can't you're a stoner. Red wine supernova, falling into me. Well, back in my house, I got a California king. Okay, maybe it's a twin bed and some roommates. Don't worry, we're cool. And I heard you like magic. I got a wand and a rabbit. So baby, let's be freaky. Let's make this happen. Baby,
Plumber.
why don't you come over? Red wine supernova, fall right into me. I don't care that you're a stoner. Red wine supernova, fall right into me.
Yes. Okay. Chappell Roan. Man. All right. Wow, that was fun. Chappell Roan, man. I just like every song. I have another layer of huge respect for her. This was fun. My first impression, what a fun, playful, raucous, but still tight, not raucous in a loose way. It's just such a fun jam that, first of all, I just got to say the drummer is killing on this recording. I love what she's doing. It's so good. And I love the little play back and forth with her and the band, how there's a little, interplay with the instrumentalist and the background singer. The background singer is amazing, by the way. I mentioned that in Picture You. She is so good. This band is so cool. What was interesting was to hear how rockin' the band was able to get in this arrangement. There's no distorted guitars. There's no really gritty synthesizer sounds. It's all kind of organic sounds, but it had such an energy to it that it really didn't feel like it was missing that at all. I don't know in the original song if it has those things or not, but I found it to be really energetic and fun to listen to from an energy standpoint. And just a quick thing about her singing, which I'm about to go back and break down now. Her singing was killer on this one. A lot of power. This is the most brass and punch I've heard in her voice, period, especially in the upper register. She was just going for it, and she was killing it. So, all right, I need to go back. We're going to talk about what she's doing at the end, because the vocals in that big part that she's singing at the end were really great. It's really hard to sustain that amount of intensity in your tone quality that high in your voice like she did for that long. And I just want to break down a little bit what I'm hearing in her doing that. But first, we got to go back to the beginning and talk about all the nice little nuances and tones she has right out of the gate.
She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot. She showed me things I didn't know.
I love her lower voice. I love the texture in that tone. She's got this natural huskiness that she's able to access in her lower tone. What's huskiness actually from a voice pedagogy standpoint? Huskiness is slightly gapped vocal folds, but with a little bit of what's called compression on the tone, which is a cinching above the vocal folds, which creates a little bit of an edge to the sound, like a pressure buildup after the vocal folds. Listen for that huskiness that she has there. It's so appropriate, and she uses it a lot in her lower register.
She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot. She showed me things I didn't know.
Also, notice the amount of depth in her tone. She's kind of almost like, she showed me things. She's putting on a little bit of this confident, strong type of a vocal tone, which is a little different from Picture You. When she started Picture You, it was a little sweeter, it was a little lighter, it was a little more intimate. She's got a little more bass in that tone here in this beginning part. Listen for that again.
She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot.
Hear that, Bardot?
She showed me things
Hear that depth?
I didn't know. She did it right there.
And the huskiness.
Put her canine teeth in the side of my neck.
I love it when artists are able to integrate singing and speaking seamlessly in a song. So I'm singing now, and then I like to talk. It's like that little way of going back and forth. She's doing that throughout in this song. Very cool. Again, this reminds me a little bit, I think of another artist that does that is Sheryl Crow. She does that quite a bit too. And I mentioned a little bit of a reference last time that I talked about Chappell Roan, that there are some Sheryl Crow types of things she does. But it's so funny to watch people talk about Chappell Roan, because I've read all of your comments. I read all the comments, by the way, so feel free to let me know what you're thinking. There are so many different artists that people are comparing Chappell Roan to, from Lady Gaga to Cyndi Lauper to Kate Bush. I'm bringing up Sheryl Crow. She's just so interesting in all of the things that she's doing, how she's grabbing from our pop artist lexicon and making all of these things she's doing her own. She's so clever.
Right there, out on the deck, put her canine teeth in the side of my neck. I'm in the hallway waiting for ya. Mini skirt and my go-go boots. I just want you to make a move. So slow down, sit down, it's new.
So she has a lot of brass and punch that she's bringing in her voice now. This song is more leaning on the side of her power voice. And what we do when we sing with a power voice is we get clean vocal fold closure. We let the vocal folds thicken a bit with thyroarytenoid activation, if you want to nerd out with me. And then we add a little bit more subglottic air pressure. Now, she also has a little bit of compression, even in her big belty stuff. Compression just gives the voice a little squeeze. It gives a little extra attitude, a little edge. When you sing other things, like I just reacted to this artist Dimash, who is like an international sensation, and in the reaction I did, he didn't have a lot of that squeeziness on his voice. It was a little more of what I call an open tube type of a sound. Chappell Roan doesn't sing with an open tube type of a sound. She has a lot of squeeze, which gives a lot of nice angst, which is appropriate for the types of songs that she's singing and writing. It's absolutely perfect vocal technique here, what she's doing. I couldn't imagine her doing it any better.
Just wanna get to know ya. Guess I didn't quite think it through.
See, there's that little talky stuff again. Guess I didn't really think it through, when she does that little talk stuff there. So cool. It's so hip and playful. It makes it so playful. And believe it or not, it's not that easy to do that type of a thing in the song, because what can happen sometimes is you either over sing the talky part or you over talk the singy part. This is something that I work on a lot with people who do musical theater, because in musical theater you do this all the time. But Chappell Roan's doing it in such a cute, quirky, fun way in this song. I love it.
Fell in love with you. Choked up, face down, burns out.
Another thing I love about her performing is she's so natural with her body and her physicality. She does like really fun physical things that don't seem staged or choreographed at all, yet they're just so perfectly inside of the persona. I remember feeling that way in the first time I ever heard her, when I watched the performance of her on Jimmy Fallon singing Good Luck Babe. I just loved her physicality. She would move at the right times. It was so cool.
Baby, why don't you come over?
I love this chorus. This is what I call a dropout chorus, where you've got the beat, you've got the drive, you're building, 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 and instead of having a big lift more musically into the chorus, what we do is we drop out the energy in the chorus. And the instrumentation that does that dropping out primarily is, guess what? It's the drummer, who is killing it in this recording, by the way. She is so good. I was like 2/3 of the way through the song. I was just eating up those fills for lunch. It was so good. All right, so I love this chorus concept. I'm a big fan of a dropout chorus.
Choked up, face down, burns out.
Here we go, drop out.
Baby,
Yeah.
why don't you come over? Red wine supernova.
Now she's doing some of her Chappell Roan flipping. I feel like we need a name for it, like the Chappell Roan flip or something. It's such a signature part of her singing.
Into me. Let's pick it up now. Hey there, Candace, you're a stoner. Red wine supernova, falling into me.
So the first part of the chorus was drop out, and then the band kicks in for the repetition of it. Notice how in the first part of the chorus, she's up in her head voice, and she's mixing down into her chest voice when she goes into low notes. Then once she does the second half of the chorus, when the band kicks in, she's up in the same pitch range, but now she's got the brass, she's got the punch, she's got the power in her voice. Listen back for that.
Baby, why don't you
See?
come
Head voice.
over? Red wine supernova,
Chest voice in the bottom.
falling into me.
Did that flip? Now she's going to stay brass the whole time. Brass.
Candace, you're a stoner. Red wine
Ah.
supernova, falling into me.
Notice also how much she's not over opening her mouth on those belts in the upper part of her voice. I love that. I love that. That means she's in a nice, efficient place. You've heard me talk about her before, and that I think that she's going to sing for and do this for a long time. She has a really good vocal technique for a pop singer. She's singing very efficiently. She's not muscling or punching her vocal folds in any way that makes me as a voice teacher go, ooh, like some singers do. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of, I don't know what I'm not a fan of her. I'm trying to be critical too, but this is more of just a celebration of her brilliant artistry.
I like, you like long hair, no problem.
I just love the playfulness of the song. The song is so light and fun and playful, and you know, it's about early stages of relationship, hooking up with somebody, fun. Red Wine Supernova as opposed to Champagne Supernova, the Oasis song, if you all haven't heard that one. This is a little reference to that, but I was reading a little bit in a Reddit forum that this Red Wine Supernova could have some other implied meanings that I'm not going to go into here, but if you want to go down another rabbit hole of the song, go start reading what people are interpreting Red Wine Supernova to be actually about. You can feel free to leave it in the comment. I'll respond, but I'm not going to get into it here on this video because I want to talk about the vocal technique.
That's right, you just told me, want me to fuck you, maybe I will, 'cause I really want to.
I've spoken in the past about how cool I think her lyrics are and how innovative and, working in these risque topics into her lyric writing. It makes her lyrics so grabby and fun to hear, but she's not just doing it for shock value. Like, all of these songs have a personal meaning to them, which I really, really respect. It's like layer upon layer of great artistry in her performing.
I just wanna get to know ya, 'cause I didn't quite think it through. Girl, fell in love with the thought of you. Sometimes
Like the little bell synthesizer cute sounds that the keyboard player is doing. It's so appropriate for the light playfulness of this song.
it's down birds out. Baby, why don't you come over? Red wine
Power!
supernova, fall into me. Okay, y'all, let's pick it up now.
Notice how she still has some of those yodel flips off of things. Like, she's still doing it some here, even in the chorus, but it's a little more subtle than it is in some of her other stuff.
Why don't you come over? Red wine supernova, fall into me.
Ah.
Okay, y'all, let's pick it up now. Lay down and that you're a stoner. Red wine supernova, fall into me.
I love how she just lost it there. It was so natural, so playful, so fun. Oh, she's so good.
Well, back in my house, I got a California
You're
king.
holding the wig?
Okay, maybe it's a twin bed and some roommates. Don't worry, we're cool. And I heard you like magic. I got a wand and a rabbit. So baby, let's get freaky. Let's make this happen.
I love that talking part too. Like, she's just so seamlessly from singing to speaking, singing to speaking. This song is so light and whimsical and playful. It's whimsical is the right word. It's just sort of silly fun, but catchy. And it just makes you want to move. I mean, I'm dancing like a goofball here listening to it.
Baby, why don't you come over? Red wine supernova, fall right into me.
Oh, yeah.
Can you're a stoner.
She's big. She's really big here. This is the last song of the Tiny Desk, so I think she's leaning into it and going. She's like boomy here. This is like maximum power here on her singing. Listen for that.
Red wine supernova, fall right into me. I don't care that you're a stoner. Red wine supernova, fall right into me.
Yeah. Woo! All right. I just have to say, one of you mentioned in the comment on Picture You that the background singer was on The Voice and that she's got her own thing going on. If you know her name or any info about her, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to check out some of her stuff. I just reacted to an artist, Roan, doing a song back on 74, and two of the background vocalists were singers that had things going on. So I just love to support singers and check them out. So don't be afraid to send any information that if you have it about her for me. This is so good. And just one last thing I have to say again, that drumming, the fills of the drummer and she's really good too. Chappell Roan has surrounded herself with some really talented people, and what's not to like in this? This is just so good. So just to recap on what she's doing vocally here compared to some of her other stuff. She's starting off in the beginning in that sort of husky, introspective tone. This song's cool because she has a little of that speaking fused in with the singing, which I haven't heard her do in her other stuff very much. Maybe a little bit in some of her other things. But in this one, she's doing quite a bit of it, and she's doing it really, really well. I love the energy of the song. I love the dropout chorus. I love how much power and brass she's bringing into her tone. I think she's a great vocal technician. I think she has a lot of years. She's going to be doing this really well. I'm definitely in the fan club. The only problem I'm seeing here is it doesn't seem like the fans of Chappell Roan have an official name yet. And all the other artists that I am reacting to, eventually their fan bases find me and they all have names. Like Ren has the Renegades, Dimash Kudaibergen has the Deers, Chinchilla has the Chili Beans. What do we call Chappell Roan fans? You have some ideas. Maybe you know. Maybe she's said what she wants you all to be called. I don't know. Just a thought I had. Anyway, this was a really fun song to react to. Thank you for recommending I check out this one next. I'm looking forward to going down the rabbit hole more with her stuff. If you like this video, subscribe, click the little notification to stay up to date on my latest stuff, and please join us over in the community tab of my YouTube channel. I'm putting up ideas of things that I would react to next and getting feedback from you all, and I love the feedback and interaction over there too. So don't hesitate to reach out over there. But thanks again for recommending this, and I'll see you in the next video.